Here with Joe Carr from the legendary Carr family at the Overtime Training Center at Tour de Force 2013. Just wanted to ask you a couple of questions about why you're here, and then we can get into your whole family involvement with the sport.
We got a great young wrestler, Nate in Boston, #1 in the country right now. This is his 5th year of being up here, and so I brought him up here to train with the best.
Okay, we were talking a little bit yesterday, and you were explaining to me that you're originally from Pennsylvania, and many of your family, or at least some of your family, moved to Kentucky. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yes. After graduating from high school in Pennsylvania, I wind up at Ashland College in Ashland, Ohio, with Chris Ford, later on the Ohio State coach. And then my brother Fletcher, which is a football coach at the University of Kentucky, started a wrestling program down there, and me and Jimmy, the Olympian, transferred down there and became All-Americans down there.
Now, many I know, because I've been watching you and your family for years. Many people may not know who Jimmy Carr is. Can you explain who Jimmy Carr is and what he did back in the day?
Jimmy is a phenom. I mean, at the age of 15, he was on the world team. At the age of 16, he was on the world team. At age 17, he was on the Olympic team. He is the youngest wrestler ever to make the Olympic team at the age of 17. The youngest wrestler world, 16 years old, is making the world team. So he was a phenom while he was in high school, beating college wrestlers all over the nation, our own Olympians, and he became an Olympian as well.
Now, I went to Lock Haven University in Pennsylvania, and one of your other brothers, Nate Carr, was an assistant coach when I was wrestling, so I had a chance to meet him. He was a 3-time NCAA champ for Iowa State. And can you tell us a little bit about him as well?
Nate was a Pennsylvania State champ, a 3-time NCAA champ, a bronze medal winner in the Olympics. Phenomenal wrestler. Has some classic matches with Kenny Monday in the NCAA finals, and as well as the Big 8 final. Kenny beat him 2 years in a row in the Big 8 finals. Nate beat him in 2 years in a row in the NCAA finals in overtime both years. Awesome guy.
That's incredible. Now, how is it that your family got involved with wrestling, or what was who was the first person?
I think Fletcher was probably the first one. He's a big football player. He wanted to be on the swimming team. They had a swimming meeting, and they called the swimming meeting off. And he walked into the wrestling room. All his football buddies are there.
Wow!
And they started teasing him, and Fletcher took down the state champ.
Wow!
And from then on, that's history.
That's amazing. Now, how many?
That led to us having 5 NCAA All-America. That's the record for in one family.
That's incredible. Now, how many brothers actually did wrestle?
All my brothers, all 9 of there's 16 of us.
Wow. 9
brothers wrestled.
Okay.
And we probably should have had one more that should have been All-American, Solomon, which was at Iowa State. And then when Jim took over at Iowa State, they cut some money, and he wound up at Morgan State.
Okay.
And didn't work out there, so yeah.
So you went from Pennsylvania to Ohio to Kentucky, and you think you'll stay in Kentucky for?
I've been there over 30 or 40 years, and so it's a long time.
Okay.
So I'm 60 right now, so yeah.
Well, we're talking with Joe Carr at the Overtime Training Camp in Naperville, Illinois, Tour de Force Training Camp. Joe, do you have anything else you want to add?
Yes, I'm a coach at Whitford County High School, part of 14 state championships there.
Wow.
And I'm just excited to be here.
Well, we're excited to have you, and thank you for bringing your athlete up here. Thanks very much.